Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Killer here, and it's time for an epic Beyblade X Beyblade X theory discussion video. So if you don't want any spoilers on Season 3 or Arc 3, I'll give you guys 5 seconds to click away off the video as respect. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. You've been warned. Let's get into it. So basic synopsis, how Season 3 or Arc 3 has gone so far. It's put in a state of absolute chaos because you have the true X Tower rising up to the second X Tower. So the second X Tower appearing and not the original. But the true X Tower appearing underground, produced by Zero Kurosu, who is the head of everything. You talk about the Kurosu clan organization. But this man has a mask that has zero, a mask with the zero. And with him, he brings his 9 children, which, of course, he has X, which he doesn't want to just commit to it. But, you know, we all know it's X. But he declares war on X City. And then he sends out the children to go face off against the X Tower original pros. So the first bladers that we've seen show up with this first arc is 3, 4, 5, and 8. 9 was the blader that said fuck this future, going down the, like, working aside with like the pros and stuff like Persona, warning them about the zero plan, his plan to take over X City, basically warning the other pros in the original X Tower. So the original X Tower starts to fight back after the ambush of like the Kurosu kids. So we see 3, 4, 5, and 8, they all start losing battles. And after when they start losing battles, they start getting desperate and they want the attention from Zero. Kurosu, because he's just being a straight up dick and he just doesn't give a fuck about the kids, just using them and just holy shit, just fucks me up every time. Literally just casting the kids off to the side and holy shit. Just fucks me up every time. Yeah, I made plenty of theory videos going back into this storyline with the Kurosu kids because it's dope and I love them and I hope they have a redemption arc. So as they were battling against the Kurosu clan kids, 3, 4, 5, and 8 ditched their original base. So you talk about 3, 4 having Soul Eclipse, 5 having Mummy Curse, 8 having Clock Mirage, clocking 8, making the joke as clocking Mirage, clocking 8. They ditched their base for Orochi Cluster. So yeah, so we originally saw like the under pros. So you talk about players like Bite, which originally from like Season 2, but they brought him up. The whole thing about rising up, the underworld rising up as well. And we also see Blairs like Gigatani getting effect over with like Zero and stuff, Zero, like Gigatani working with Zero because, him like transferring because he was originally like, Pendragon and he, wanted to work things with Zero, and then that, all that turned to, trying not to watch Kimbo videos so much, just trying to get in my thoughts, but it's kind of hard just trying to go with it, you know what I mean? But yeah, with it. So we've seen bladers like Gigatani affecting over, him working with Gigatani, him getting his hands on a Orochi Cluster, using it and then making copies of a Orochi Cluster, the Zero Infinity Mask, them going out, you've seen bladers like what, like One showing up, with his Bahamut Bliss, Gigatani, him battling Gigatani and then Gigatani getting booted off, and so much has happened. But honestly, 3, 4, 5, and 8, just me being real, they all had their respective battles, and yeah, it even shows with the episode because, with the last episode of Arc 2, we seen Zoniac show up with things. It was originally like not like that because I'm going all over the place, but the final episode of the second arc, the first arc of the Season 3, a lot of stuff to build up between X and Chrome. It was a whole build up. We've seen like a lot of that shit, Gigatani. We've seen Blairs like One, all that. So X, I guess I'll talk about this. X, when X went to the X, because you know Chrome and X, when X showed up, X was stopped by 3, 4, 5, and 8. X was like, fuck that shit, let me battle Chrome. And then like he looked him in the eye and like, holy shit, get out of my way. And then that's when we saw Persona step up, you know, Persona challenging like the kids and stuff. You know, so you talk about you know, 9, Bird, Multi, 3, 4, 5, and 8, they're all battling. You know, they got draws on Persona. They drew the first time, you know, because they're so desperate, you know, because they want love and attention for Zero, I guess, if you will, with things. But, you know, and then when they draw, you know, they almost lost, but it was a draw, and then Zoniac popped in, you know, kind of taking things, you know, with that, and then you've seen, like, Zoniac popping. So, like, what? You talk about Tanka versus 8, 3, 4, with Mizu, Lance with 5, you know, with that. And Zoniac beated them so bad to the point that they, you know, that was their last chance to prove to Zero with their love and attention, you know. But you know, they just couldn't do it. Zoniac just put them, mop the floor with them, just beat their ass so much to the point they couldn't even do it anymore. And then Zero, like, okay, we lost, you know, type shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get so backtracked when I don't. These videos don't be scripted anyway. I don't know. But, you know, that's just my summary things. And we basically just see them just go down. You know, they got booted off. Zero just banned them, discarded them, whatever you want to say with that. And it just makes me fucking mad. It just makes me sad because, you know, I love the kids and, you know, want them to have a redemption arc in a major way, and I really hope they do, because they all like talking about like I'm losers, like I'm a failure type shit. They, you know, it's like the reference like how 9, you know, because they look at 9 as a failure, but now actually realizing what Zero's fucking doing to these kids, you know, like literally using them as fucking pawns, man. But yeah. But basically what I'm saying is like 3, 4, 5, and 8 are basically done with this first arc. We've seen a lot of stuff that happened with this, you know, with it. But, yeah, with it, I guess, if you will. But yeah, but I guess now it's like the big time thing of like 2, 6, and 7, because we still need to see 2, 6, and 7 show up with things, and how I see it going is going to be going. It's getting crazy, man. I told you guys I got goosebumps, but won't even lie to you guys. I'm trying to go with the flow with this. I got goosebumps, y'all. Yeah, that's how you fucking know it's getting crazy. But just honestly, it's my opinion how this is gonna go. 3, 4, 5, and 8 gets discarded by Zero. You know, truth be told, we're not gonna be seeing them pop in with this second arc, if you will. They're probably gonna show them not as much as like the first arc, but honestly making room for 2, 6, and 7. You know what I mean? So you talk about like what's to come. So I guess after that, X and Chrome had their big battle and stuff, kind of like tying the ball in their battle. You know, with the whole chemistry with their battle. You know, kind of pay homage with season 1 with it, how it even went with that. You know, which it shows, because when they battled before, when the season 1, you know, them going up the tower, battling different teams and stuff, you know, and then they got to like Pendragon and Persona, you know, Pendragon went on top of that one, so Pendragon was like the other side of that, and then the second side was like X, so it shows that X is still in it. And then you also got Zoniac, which is also Zoniac being a part of things, but like X, you know, Persona being right there, you know what I mean? It's like Pendragon, Zoniac, and then what? Personas on the top of that mountain, I guess, if you want to say that pyramid, I guess. But you know, which I mean, it shows that they're strong in a major way. But yeah, with things. But yeah, man. Then after that, X beat it Chrome. Chrome went back to Pendragon, and then basically that's where shit's about to get real with it. You know, with the recent episode I watched, Zoniac showed up with things, which honestly, how I think it's gonna go, we're definitely gonna see Zoniac a lot more with this second arc with things. You know, that's also room for like dream battles and stuff I want to see. You know, Zoniac being a part of things that makes it so fucking fun, dude. Dream motherfucking battles, man. Hell yeah. Love it, man. Love to see it. You know, when a girl tank is showing up, oh my god. You know, there's still gotta be battles. You know, with things, and I'll get into that a little later about battles. But you know, but the big time thing is like Persona going down the original X Tower, or the true X Tower, if you will. So Zero showed up again, made this announcement, and he made this announcement about, you know, going after. Zero, you know, Zero made the announcement of, like, going after, like, getting Persona to try to challenge them, you know, because after this break, you know, because they took a break after Chrome and X, you know, they took a 2-week break, and I guess in between that break, a lot of shit had happened. You talk about one going fucking crazy, you know, kind of how 8 kind of did in the start of things, you know, how the Kurosu kids was going after the pros, you know, defeating them at one point, and then honestly learning about the Kurosu kids and then fighting back. You know what I mean? But, yeah. But fighting back, you know what I mean? You know, there's a way of them fighting back, because, you know, they fight back, you know, they got wins over the Kurosu kids. You know, type shit. And then one doing like the same thing, you know, one going after the stuff and, you know, all that shit. But yeah, I got Kembo's video, but up here, you know, because I can't make a point. But, yeah, going back a few things, I guess. Putting the pieces, putting the icing on the cake, if you will, and some stuff. So, this is why I need Kembo's video, because I need a fucking this thing to shit, because I've been talking all over the place. But one came back and got a new attire. First things before I fucking forget about that. One came back, this man is jacked as hell. You know, kind of how like Zero is with the muscles. This man got, you know, like the tank top and like a jacket, if you will. Like a black tank top and like a blue cliche jacket, kind of like how Zero kind of is, and he truly has Bahamut Blitz. But when Gigatani and Chrome faced off, Gigatani had a fake. He had a fake Bahamut Blitz. It was low-key given that they wasn't going to show the full-fledged power of it. But one having the true Bahamut Blitz, and he went and faced every single blader, every fucking single blader, bro. But he faced it every single one. Like, it got, I wasn't even expecting him to face this many bladers, but holy shit, this man went crazy, dude. Like, I thought it would have been like 2, 6, and 7 all going out, you know, but it's just fucking one. Oh my god, oh my god, like him just going out, defeating pros. Like, what? You talking about what? You talking about Yoko, Gramps, you talk about Burn, King, a lot of your favorite pros from the Pro Tower. Like, this man literally just iced and just wiped all of the pros from the original X Tower. Literally did it by himself. He defeated them all except for the 1%. Which Zero says with this. After the training with Zoniac and everything, Persona returns and get the story from, you know, Taisho, the owner of the sushi place, as well as Mako Maiden, Persona representatives on what's happening on the city. You know, it's in a bad state. The future pros are walking everywhere. They're taking the roles of over the pros because everyone got interested in Zero Kurosu, like what he's doing. Because one's going around and beating everybody, so nobody is interested in the original X Tower anymore. So that's the next step in Zero's plan, like literally completely getting the fans away from it, getting away from the tower, you know, the original X Tower, because everybody's so interested in seeing like what Zero is capable of doing next. You got Bahamut Bliss with the power, you know, you got one, like everyone's interested in the shit. Literally because they're defeating all the original pros. And I would probably say at this stage, like the top pros, I would probably say Persona, Pendragon, and Zodiac. Like, they said top 99%. Like, those three right there, they're strong. They're strong as hell. You know, which they haven't even defeated them yet. You know, they defeated the pros, but not them. You know, that's literally the 1% left. It's literally those three teams. And it's a given, man. They've been saving these big-time battles, you know, later towards the second arc, I guess, if you will, with things, you know, because they've been teasing at it a little bit. But, you know, they've been waiting, man, respectfully. In the last arc, one faced it Omega. But Omega wanted to keep one away from, like, interrupting, like, Chrome and X's battle from happening, you know, like, interfering with it. But neither of them was showing their true power. Like, one in Omega, they wasn't showing their true power. You know, one, like, Omega was just playing with one at the end of the day. But even Zero knew that was gonna happen. He's a fucking fortune teller predictor. He sacrificed them all of the kids, to go down his scheme, you know, for his plan. Even he said it. Gigatani got in the way with things. And at the top of the tower, Bito, the main person for the underworld that we've seen throughout the last season, season 2. This fucking man went completely hijacked it, the future pros, I guess. Who were the under pros, which I call like the future pros because they rising up now, the X Tower and stuff. But hijacked the future pros from Gigatani. Basically like saying like, you're useless now. Now Bite's in control of the future pros. And Zero. And 1, 2, 6, and 7. You know, being on Zero's side. And that's still like a whole conglomerate right there. Because we still gotta see like Zero and like Bito interaction. That'll be insane, dude. It's like we've seen like Gigatani interact with both of them, but we haven't even seen like Zero and Bite interact with them, and it's fucking crazy. And that's just gonna show how devious things are gonna be. Like, holy shit. Because it's getting to that point, like that dark aroma with it, like some Nemesis Crisis type shit. Like some dark nebulous shit going and bringing out like the stronger bladers. Like the dark power, it's getting to that aroma. But how this is gonna go for the rest of this arc? So Zero showed up after Persona's return and saying that hello Persona, and told them, I'm sure you heard, we defeated every pro in the city except for the 1%. It's the 99%. We almost defeated the pros except for one, which you haven't, which is fucking Pendragon, Zodiac, Persona being the left ones. And even 1 and fucking 0 said this. When the other teams fall, it's gonna be over. Holy shit, that already got me goosebumps. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Literally basically just saying that the fucking X Tower is completely destroyed. Look at this crumble to the fucking ground. Ashes, fucking shit, just crumbled, man. Like no scavenging, and he just fucking takes control of the X city. Boom, just crumbles down, and just what the fuck? Like he's got to get by Persona. Still, like Zodiac and Pendragon, they got to get by them. Like those are the loose ends that Zero has to deal with. But 1, 2, 6, and 7, and one already took care of like the rest of the city. So how this is gonna go? So how this is gonna go going forward? So they're gonna have to fight through the original true X Tower. They're gonna have to fight for the true X Tower with the remaining of Arc 2 for Season 3. So it's no focus on like the original X Tower because, you know, everything is done with that, basically, I guess. The main focus is the original tower, the true tower, you know, which it makes sense because, you know, going through that tower, you know, similar setup to how it was with Season 1 and with like Season 1 and Season 2, you know, climbing up the tower and seeing everything with it. My hopes, honestly, going through this 2X Tower, we get some fucking backstory, man. Like Zero and the arrangements that he did with all the kids. Maybe Pendragon and Zoniac might show up. Because it's just not for Persona. It's just not for Persona. Like, he still has to deal with, like, fucking Zoniac and Pendragon, bro. Like, you know, they're the top 3 pros left. Because one just defeated everyone at the end of the day. So what if we have it where, like, Zoniac and Pendragon show up in the middle of the battle to help out with the battles, you know? Even though he said is open up to Persona, but, you know, you still gotta deal with them. You know, they're at the top of the top. You know, they're top of the top. You know, we're at the tip top of the X within of the original X Tower, power-wise, defending the X City, but also the top of the Kurosu clan as well. So things are gonna get that much. Things are gonna get intense. But like I said, it's battles with different floors. So what? So I think. There's battles, I think, on the 20th floor, the 40th floor, the 60th floor, and the 80th floor, and I think the 100th floor. The 100th one being the big time one. You know. Because it's the big time one, because they're saving the one... Dude, come on. But that's going to be the insane point when that happens. But 20, 40, 60, and 80, definitely can see that being like spaces for like other bladers to come in. So one of them can be 2, one of them can be 6, one can be 7 if I can do it, and there can be another one. I honestly think Gigatani is probably out of commission with stuff, truth be told, because even Zero said like we kick Gigatani's ass to the curb, so I don't think he's gonna show up with things. I think Gigatani's done here. But maybe instead of Gigatani, his motherfucking bite. Which I mean, I made a video about him, you know, coming in with things. And this is what I said before about like if they battle, if like Persona goes to the True X Tower, faces against 2, 6, and 7, like this big build up that fucking Zero's doing, we could probably see Bite have his own bay. And this is what the fuck I love, because this man gives me like vibes of like Hearts and Pluto, like in a major, and I made videos on it, but like I said before, it would be cool if he gets a Hades homage. Dude, that'd be so good. Hades, dude, now his tongue sticking out, swaying to the side, back and forth, kind of. You did it, and you know, a CX Blade, you know, perfect Bay Ratchet put it on his turn, because, you know, paying homage to the turn frame from Burst. Come on, man, that'll be sick. And your CX expansion, you know, come on, man. Like I said it with the video. I'm gonna come back and circle around what I said, but this man can't be left out with things. This man has to come and just, because he has this dope design to not be a part of things, man. Come on, make this motherfucker have the Hades homage, man. It'll be sick for him to have it, you know, because him like the colors of his fit, it matches, like, you know, the purple, the black with hearts, purple, black. Come on, dude. And you got Pluto's Hades, because he was the one that was behind the motherfucking Nemesis crisis. He was in the shadows and just waiting for the fucking right moment to come up and just play with things with Rago type shit. Because, like, he was in the underground shadows, and then him coming in, working with Rago, and seeing, like, the revival of Nemesis. Holy shit. Almost literally destroyed the world. He had Fusion Hades, which, holy shit. Like, dude. Fire Fuse Dark Helm! Fire Fuse Dark Helm, and you know, dude, this crazy fucking build up, man. Come on, man. This man Bito gotta have his own bay, man. Come on. Been hyping this up too damn much, because it needs to happen. You can't be left out in this shit. And dude, he needs to have his own bay type shit. Hades! Dread gravity! Come on, man. Come on! Come on, man. Bito. And then we see the interaction with Bite and Chrome again after that shit. He get his own new Vey. And like, you getting stronger too, Chrome? Ah, dude, that'll be sick as hell. You know, him coming back like, okay, like if you want to battle me, like I gotten stronger as well. I don't know, type shit. Like seeing fucking Bite and Chrome, dude, that'll be sick as hell, dude. Bite and Chrome. That'll be sick as hell to see it. But we get towards the end with this. So imagine if they beat 2, they take out 6, they take out 7. Like they're all devious. Like you see his devious power coming out more with things. And even the way that like 1 smiles and shit. Cause like maybe that's like how like he was like when 0 like had 1 as like babies or some shit. And he was looking for some like untamed power type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe when X was a kid, he was also, because, like, it seems like 1 and X have, like, similarities, you know what I mean? Like, when they smile and stuff. So maybe they all went through this organization stuff when they were kids and had this power. But then X's power is, like, absolute stylish and, like, going rogue with it. Why is my... Dude, my hands are itching. You know, like his power going rogue. Maybe that's why he sent them off with like, you know, Genro. Because like maybe 0 didn't see the power in X. You know, like just gave him away. Like you never saw the power in X. Some shit. You only believed in 1 from the jump. You know what I mean? Because they have similar like demeanors and stuff when they smile and stuff. Like going fucking crazy, getting excited when they battle. Or even maybe 0 knew from the jump that X had that power. Or you know, 0 never saw the power in him type shit. I don't know. Holy fuck. But he's still orphan X, you know. Kurosu. Kurosu X. Our favorite mass blader. I want my sushi. I'm about to bust some ass, motherfucking bust the train. You know, like, you know, our X, our sushi man. Yeah. That's 0's 10 kid, my guy. It's his 10 kid that this man motherfucking forfeit. Gave him away and never saw his true power. And that's the scary thing. That's a very important detail right there. This 0's 10th kid. And he has a plan for all the kids. Like 9's still out there. But things gets wild towards the end. They get by all of them. Say we got the battle with 1. We definitely gotta see battles with 1. There's definitely got to be battles with 1. One of the big time candidates is motherfucking X. We definitely gotta see that. Either it's gonna happen while Persona's in this 2X tower, because the 100th, the last floor, the very last one is the motherfucking one. I'm fucking nervous, man. And then, you know, like that battle of the siblings. You talk about the top battle of the siblings, X versus 1. Oh my god. God, dude. I told y'all from the jump I had motherfucking goosebumps, bro. I had goosebumps from the jump, motherfucker. I would probably say out of all the kids, I definitely think the symptoms are getting to them the most, if that makes sense. Because 1 still has that smile. 1 has the smile kind of how X is. And I will say this again. I think X is going to battle more without the mask. Like, we're going to see him more without the mask. That seems like the more the power, the more drawing out of more power without his mask. I think we're going to see him without the mask a lot more. You know, kind of like how 1 is. You know, they're similar, like I said before. Of this untamed wild power. And we've seen it with a little bit of 1. I would honestly say 1 is a little mix of Free and Reggie with things, you know, like 1 having like the laid back, you know, Free De La Hoya type shit with it, and then you got Reggie, where it's like, he's like some fucking, you know, I don't know, like some devious of some motherfucking one type shit, where he's like, okay, he's like cocky and type shit, like the fuck, you know? Because as he gets pushed, that power is gonna, you know, it's gonna, I don't know, the hell, this, because that power is gonna become more of, like, I don't know, more effective, I guess, if you will. You know, like Reggie from the Dark Nebula organization from Metal Fight, also free, because he was strong in general. We saw his power get pushed during the the God Bladers Cup or the National Inner Bladers Cup. To where the point we say Super Saiyan 3 coming out, you know. Fafnir! You know, in the veins coming out shit. And it was goddamn terrifying, bruh. Even fucking Louis got packed by this man. He even got packed by the man. Damn. And Louis was a monster, man. But I would probably say after the God Bladers Cup, I would probably say Freeze number 3. It's definitely top 3. Then Shu and then Vault, you know. You know, but that's a whole different story. And then Louis being 4th. But how he got, like, one, like, exhibiting the same thing as X. And the birds, man, holy shit. But it's gonna be absolutely terrifying when this man, one's power is gonna be unleashed. Holy shit. Dude, I'm having the best time of my life right now talking about this shit. I love talking about the show. It's super fun, though. But, yeah. You know, like, X's power doing the same thing, you know? Imagine these two absolute maniacs, the power going crazy. Imagine them battling. Like, it'll be absolute peaks, and that's where shit's gonna hit the fan in a major way. Because when the one, I'm doing it with the ring, when this man won, when he loses, hell's about to break loose. Zero, Kurosu, oh hell yeah. This man about to go crazy, bruh. Him going crazy, you know, you talk about him going like wild type fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hitting the fucking fan, bruh. You know, but there's definitely battles that they can't leave out. There's battles that they can't leave out. Like, honestly, top picks, you already know, like X, like Chrome versus one versus Omega, and definitely 1 versus X. Fuck it. I wouldn't even mind seeing like Tanka and like the others showing up with shit, you know? Like this is what I mean, like dream battles, bruh. That's why I love dream battles. But I would definitely say like 1's definitely number 4. Definitely. I would probably say like the top ones are Omega, Chrome, X, Chrome, Omega, 1. Specifically because he hasn't even defeated those 3 yet. But everybody else, he's defeated it. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't even lie to you. The other members of Pendragon, they have a shot. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. These top teams would against 1. But the only ones that will have a chance, like I said before, higher candidates of taking down 1 would probably be X, Chrome, Omega, and I would probably say Tanka. Yeah, I said it, Tanka. But Tanka's a long shot. Like, she's strong, but like, holy fucking shit. Because, you know, Omega beat Tanka, so, you know, but I still believe that Tanka might have a shot. Like a full-fledged battle between 1 and Chrome. Full-fledged battle between 1 and Omega. A full-fledged battle between 1 and X. But that battle with X and Chrome, I mean, not X and Chrome. 1 and X, that's where shit's gonna hit the fan in a major way. Like, whoever wins out of those 2, like, I feel like their power is gonna fucking snap. Completely. Like, one of them is gonna force the other hands. Like, it's gonna force one of the powers to go rogue, you know, with that battle. Because honestly, I think they're both strong, you know. Like, Zero's looking for the ultimate blader that is his child that he can use, and And I'm nervous that it's X. Like, even one is a pawn in all of this, man. Maybe after one falls, maybe that's when X's power go completely max. Holy shit. Even just saying that. It makes me nervous, bro. It really is. There's different ways that this can go down. There's different ways that this can happen. Number one, X beats 1. X's power goes rogue. 0, like literally just laughs, like this deviously diabolical laugh type shit. Like, this is the plan all along, fools. And then they're like, Bert at the end after he wins. Like, after Bert wins, it's like, 0, like, I did it. And it's like, you definitely did it, X. Like, he expected, you know what I mean? Because he played the waiting game like this long. Like, basically like a game of chess. Like, all of them being used as pawns, but then it's down to like the cream in the pot, or the crock. Like king, queens, at the end of the game. If you know, you know. And 0 has it where like the power goes absolutely rogue of X. That's one of the scenarios. The other one is if X's power goes rogue, who's gonna stop him? Like, ain't nobody's gonna stop him. And even 1. Even if it gets by 1 Omega, like, nobody's gonna take down 1. Like, I mean, no one in, like, the whole X city is gonna be able to stop X. Like, X was already motherfucking strong. He was already strong as hell. Like, no one even could have defeated X. You know what I mean? Like, no one could have defeated X. So, like, holy shit. Like, he's just gonna, like, mop the floor with everyone, Because he still remains undefeated. You know what I mean? Like, the only person that really got through the X is probably Chrome. Maybe Chrome, but I see Chrome going down. But there's like this double turn. Like I said, like the face to heel, it's like a wrestling term. If you know, you know. But sitting enjoying myself, I'll take a little break. Got this fucking charger. But what if everyone's favorite character, or everyone's favorite blader, like Blader X, or Jackson Cross goes down this dark power himself? Like Chrome even went down the path, But then it's not even his fault. It's like what 0 did when they were little kids, like this, like what? Like some hinge, some syringe, or some, like what? Like injection, some shit. Giving it to the kids, like, since they were little. It's getting drawn out more. Getting drawn out and, like, bringing it out more. Because that's 0's ultimate goal, Like, to truly end it all off. Like, having that ultimate power. Maybe it's X. He's having that power. And then 0 brainwashes X, and then he kip snaps him. So, yeah. Making it where the point, like, he's working for 0 in that case. Bringing out the power even more. Because, like, I mean, if he does go down the side of this dark power, who the fuck's gonna stop him? Truth be told, I don't think it's gonna be anyone, truth be told, and that's the scary thing. And this is kind of going back to what I said about, like, the kids, like, him using, like, the kids as pawns, like, because if 3, 4, 5, and 8 do turn good, go down the side, like, the pros and stuff, like, they're gonna come after it, probably, like, collect data or some shit to make Glory Valkyrie or type shit, I don't know. Like, what they'll probably do. I would low-key probably see it being a UX span, because then they can do a fucking gimmick. Kind of similar, because they did Victory Valkyrie, they did the Valkyrie. Maybe we'll have some bound gimmick type shit. I don't know, like how God Valkyrie is, and give it rubber turbo. That'll be insane. Like, I mean, if anyone doesn't know, like, the antagonists always have a rare base. Cobalt Drake, owned by Chrome. He was an antagonist of Season 1. Season 2, Pegasus, Arrow Pegasus. Omega, upgraded it to Pegasus Blast, antagonist of Season 2. Now we got this man, deviously motherfucking 0, owning Valkyrie Vault, which finally got rumored that 0 owns Valkyrie Vault. It's not 9. Well, still not confirmed that 0 doesn't own Valkyrie Vault, but honestly, with the theories I made, yeah, he made Valkyrie Vault. Just be real, but But yeah. So, him making Glory Valkyrie, it makes sense. using the data from his kids and using all the data from the Pro Bladers to make this ultimate bag. Kind of like how motherfucking, you know, like Ashton or Theodore are getting data, they're making Rise and Requiem type shit. Maybe if Zero, like, there's another thing. Maybe if X and Bird face off, maybe Zero gets that data even with that battle. Because Bird, like, he even noticed from the beginning. Like, they done hints at this. When Zero first showed up, like, I'll show you the future. Me Centennial. Some shit like that. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. I tried with it. I'll show you the future. Like, when he said it, like, Bird immediately picked up on it. And he's like, that's how X sounds. Literally freaking foreshadowing right there. Like, dude, bro, I don't know. My knees are motherfucking shaking. I don't know if y'all see that, but I'm totally nervous. Like, that connection, man. That father and son connection, bro. Got the ring right here. I kind of said that in my ring unboxing, like the father-son connection. Holy shit. So, what if it comes down to that? Like, even Chrome acknowledged Bird at this point. Like, he has. Like, everyone has. Even, like Bird still hasn't won, like, his official, like, match. Like, he won rounds, but not an official match. Like, I said this from the jump. If this man pulls it off and wins, it'll be a historical bomb-dropping moment across the fucking world, man. Like, holy shit. I will fucking get the fuck up. I will fucking lose my fucking mind if this man gets a win. Be crazy, because if he actually wins, that'll be, like, especially, like, an important time like this. This is why I said, like, I see him winning, getting his win in Season 3. Like, it'll be an important historical moment, and holy shit. So, either if it's X or Zero, Bird getting the win then. That's how I can imagine this second arc of Season 3, how it's going to go and how this is all going to end. Seeing it ending with Bird getting a big-time major win over X. And I even said this, like, maybe if Bird works together after when X-Bird battle type shit, them working together to stop Zero, that would be sick as hell. But if not, then maybe this gets dragged out to the 4th season, like I said. Like some loose questions with it, if you will. Because they can easily do that, you know. Which I made a video about the 4th season, so go and check it out if it's not uploaded by then. You know, getting my thoughts, possibly like what can happen and stuff. But yeah. But that's how I see this story going. You know, I'm seeing how it ends and stuff. There's probably not going to be, like, a lot of stuff to explain after this. Kind of went into detail with this and with the part with the Phase 2 that I made, this Phase 3, and you already know. It's wild, because Kimbo just said Phase 3 and I said Phase 3. So Phase 3, this is Phase 3. You know, this is pretty much breaking the 4th wall, if you will, but there's really nothing else to really much say with it. So, yeah. So Phase 1 was basically, like, going in, you know, taking out the original tower and such with 3, 4, 5, and 8, disrupting stuff on major levels, and even going and shutting down Persona. You know what I mean? But Phase 2 being like the night in the True X Tower, so, you know, you talk about a bunch of shit happening. You talking about 3, 4, 5, and 8 shutting down Persona, Zoniac showing up, completely getting Gigatani out of there, and having Bite going in with the Future Pros, and X and Chrome facing off. So X's power can get pushed to the absolute limits with things. Like, even Chrome realized, like, it's not the same X that I faced it before, you know what I mean? Like, you see the aura around him, you know, he even has like the red ring around his eyes, like the crazy smile. Like, that's why I said, like, I see him battling without the mask more, because it brings out the potential and power of him, you know what I mean? He never had the mask when he was a baby, and it shows. That's why I said, like, he should battle without the mask, and that's the scary thing. Like basically Chrome and X were basically best friends. And it's like, yeah. But this being the Phase 3, 45 minutes long, which is crazy. It's the longest phase out of all of them. But Phase 3 kind of being like what? I guess like like what happened in night 2, and then just coming together with things, like disrupting things of like the top tower. So Zodiac, Pendragon, Persona, you know, him having one showing up, battling Bladers, you know, the top Bladers, you know, only the percent of ones like I just mentioned, him taking out the pros. So he basically called out like what? Called Persona, Pendragon out basically with that to go and fight the remaining of the kids of the tower, which is 2, 6, and 7, and possibly 1. Like 2, 6, and 7 haven't even showed up. They don't even know nothing about them. And like, holy shit! Like you know they're there, but they don't know everything about them. You know, like one's out there with Bahamut Blitz, but they don't know about 2, 6, or 7, or their bays or anything. And Zero knows that. But that's the setup for this next part. But yeah, but one disrupting everything with things, but that's phase 2. But phase 3 is now with 1, 2, 6, and 7. Defending the True X Tower, you know, battering Persona and taking out the remaining Bladers of the kids. Taking out the remaining Bladers of the kids, and also with the teams, like I said, Persona, Pendragon, and Zodiac. But phase 4, that's when shit's really about to get real. Or I guess we'll say like the end of phase 3, if you will. Because the end of phase 3, the end of season 3, arc 3. Yeah, man. Shit's about to get real. And it's gonna be insane. But yeah, but I think I gave out all my thoughts with this. But yeah, but this is probably gonna be like the last part that I'll make on Zero Kurosu, just truth be told. Like this is almost like 50 minutes long. You know, you see I'm enjoying myself. It's nice weather out here. A little bit breezy, you know. But the shit about this is like I'm talking about this shit getting me all nervous and making me get goosebumps even more, you know. Which I probably won't make another theory video unless like there's some major shit, like shit in the fam in a major way with things. But yeah, but that's gonna conclude this discussion video. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But it's gonna get absolutely wild and devious. The shit's about to get hit the Phantom major way. And I'm still gonna say it. Like every season 3 gets dark, bro. I'm telling y'all, like we ain't ready. We ain't motherfucking ready. So I'm nervous, bro. I'm gonna show this off again without hitting the stop button. I got fucking goosebumps, bro. I got goosebumps. Holy shit. Like, we ain't ready. Like, it's literally gonna be a war between the True X Tower and the original tower. Like, it already been like that from the jump. Like, the first episode, like, being destruction, I even said this from the jump. Even hyping it up from the jump. We're not ready, man. Shit's about to hit the fan in a major fucking way. And I'm fucking nervous, bruh. But yeah, guys, but y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, these are all fun theory videos and stuff. Like, I mean, shit can be aging like wine. But the craziest thing is, like, you know, it's fun when it's aged like wine, but it's like, holy shit, because things could get far with shit. It can turn into alcohol, turn into milk, and it's the scary fucking shit. You know, like I said, I love making these theory videos and stuff. They take a lot of time, so even just sitting there watching this theory video, I love you guys so much. You know, I enjoyed it myself with this, you know. Like, looking at Kimbo's video, kind of getting my thoughts with this. It's fun, man. It's fun. Yeah, this is definitely the longest one of all the phases, and, you know, I'm excited to see how things are going to go. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm nervous. And, yeah, y'all. But yeah, y'all. But anyways, guys, but that is going to do it, guys, for this epic theory video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to smash comment down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I will damn sure ring that bell. All crabs you need to notify whenever I load a video, you guys. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See y'all later. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay awesome and go shoot. I'm up out of here, man. Like I said, things are gonna hit the fan in a major fucking way. I'm nervous as hell, man. I'm fucking nervous, man. But I am up out of here, man.